Ms. Johnson, you'll need to turn on your microphone for the hearing.
Good afternoon. This is call number 2021-52919. In the interest of Ravzelin, Tidonis, and Tiana Ivy. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Stephanie Johnson, I'm the mother.
All right, and for the state?
Luis Regla.
The court will note that the non-custodial parent is Terrence Ivy Jr. Mr. Ivy was personally served on October 14th, 2021 at 1:13 p.m. at 21717 Inverness Forest Drive and Boulevard, apartment 302 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Hey, Judge, I'll call the mother at this time. All right, and ma'am, one more time, can you tell me your full name, please?
Stephanie Leanne Johnson.
Okay, and you and the father in this case, Terrence Ivy, have 3 children together, correct?
Correct.
And what are their full names?
It's Rosalind Roshan Ivy, Tadanis Daily.
Go ahead.
Tadanis DeLeon Ivy, and Tiana Taraji Cyrus Ivy.
All right, was there ever a point in time when you, the 3 children, and the father lived together as a family?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and about when did y'all separate?
We separated in September of 2020.
Okay, did something happen that caused y'all to separate?
I mean, we were separated long before, but we were trying to live in a household and try to co-parent that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't work out. So I just ended up leaving the home and we just co-parent in 2 separate homes.
Okay, and when did you tell him? I'm sorry, I'll take that back. For the 3 children that you have, for Tadanis and Tiana, for the 2 of them, there was not an acknowledgement of paternity signed by the father when they were born. Is that correct?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so for Rosalind Ivy, do you recall?
His name is on their birth certificate.
Okay, so this is a different document. For Rosalind, do you remember that the father did sign?
Yes, I do remember
her, he did sign the acknowledgement of paternity for her, correct?
Correct.
And we don't have that for Tadanis and Tiana at this time. Is that correct?
Correct.
In fact, is this man truly the biological father of Tadanis and Tiana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did he actually behave like their father when y'all were living together and treated them as his children?
Yes, sir.
And is there any question that he is the father of both of those children?
No, sir.
Have you ever alleged anyone else could possibly be the father of Tadanis and Tiana?
No, sir.
And have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. So in this court order, we're asking the court to establish that this man truly is a biological father of Tadanis Ivy and Tiana Ivy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And going forward, do you believe you'll be able to co-parent with this man as a joint conservator of your 3 children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're fine with the geographic restriction to Harris and all the counties that also touch Harris County?
Yes, sir.
Are you fine with this man having just a standard possession order for the 3 children?
What is that?
The first, third, and fifth weekend going with father if he's able to pick them up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And going forward, as far as you know, today he's unemployed, correct?
No, he works. I just don't know where he works at.
Okay. And well, for that reason, since we don't know where he's working and we don't have proof for the court of where he's currently working, we're using the minimum wage presumptions for setting support against this man going forward, correct?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, and obviously you have 3 children. However, he has no other biological children that are his or through any other court orders apart from y'all's 3 kids. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so therefore, using guideline child support of 30% of his net income, at this time, we're asking for the court to order the current child support beginning May 1st of $316. Again, minimum wage for 3 kids. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're in agreement with the state that the court should continue to allow you to carry the Medicaid in this case,
Yes, sir.
and that the father be ordered to pay the cash medical support for that Medicaid at $88 a month, also beginning May 1st. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. However, for retroactive support, for that, we're requesting the back child support only go from October of 2020 because that's the month after y'all stopped living together, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so only looking at that time frame from October 2020 through today's court date. For part of that, we don't know what kind of money he made, but for the rest of that, we have his employers actually reported to the state of Texas what they paid him, and using that combination, guideline child support for these 3 kids, the back pay and child support would be at $8,971, payable at $99 a month beginning May 1st. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And the children have lived with you from October of 2020 through today's court date? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Going forward, are you requesting non-disclosure of your address and phone number where you live and work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's based on the fact that he will appear at your house unexpectedly, without permission, and trespass and some past family violence. Is that correct?
Correct.
And therefore, you're using a public place, which I believe is Kroger's, for the pickup and drop off of your children. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And you believe using the neutral place would be in the best interest of your kids for the pickup and drop offs of all
Yes,
the
sir.
visits? Okay. And based on the past family violence, the trespassing, and showing up without permission, you believe that it would be best for the court to allow you to keep your address confidential from this man.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Otherwise,
can
and
you
him,
tell me of some incidences where he has, harassed you or what you're talking about, why you don't want him to know what your address is?
Yes. Last year in July, there was an incident where he came to my apartment and he literally banged on my door and I didn't open it, but I called my apartment security and so he's no longer allowed over here at all under those circumstances.
Does he know your address right now?
Yes, he does know my address.
Okay, and if you were to move, if he were to know where you live, would he likely cause you or your children any harassment or abuse or serious harm or injury?
I believe so. With this whole thing going on, he would, because
right.
he's been violence in the past. We actually had a back in 2015 or 2016, he did go to jail for like 2 days. And there was but I didn't press charges on him. He just went to jail and then they let him out.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Degler.
yes, Judge. And ma'am, do you believe that everything we discussed in this proposed order up to this point would be in your children's best interest?
Yes, sir.
And are asking the court to approve of this proposed default order against Mr. Ivy?
Yes, sir.
And Judge, with that, I will pass the witness at this time.
I forgot, did we address the retro?
Yes, Judge, I can go over it though.
No, I mean, did you go over it? I don't remember.
Yes, Judge. Yeah, combination of income.
$8,971 to be paid at the rate of $99 a month. Is that correct, Ms. Johnson?
That's correct, sir.
All right, the court will approve